Hey, Wayne here, and today is something different. I'm not a chef, nowhere near a chef. Sure, a lot of you are going to probably have things to say about the way I cook this meal, which is black bean and beef over rice, and I added a Chinese sausage and fried egg on top. So it's probably not the way a lot of you cook that do cook this, but it's the way that my family has been cooking it for years. So starting with my father, which is gone now, but I learned from him. My sister cooks it very similar, and I just thought I'd share. It's a tasty dish, whether you like how I cook it or not. It's a tasty dish. So I'm going to show you how I did it right now. Okay, so in case you missed it, here's a list of ingredients I used. I used oyster sauce, soy sauce, black beans, an onion, black bean garlic sauce, a tomato, accent, cornstarch, some vegetable oil, and flank steak. 2 pounds of flank steak between 3 of us, which is a lot. So we have a lot left over for lunches or dinners for the next few days. And let's see here. Don't make fun of how I'm cutting it. I don't know the proper way of cutting meat. I just cut it and it works. So here I am slicing it. And with a Chicago cutlery knife. I have nothing to do with them, but that's the knife I'm using. Pretty sharp. Looks good. And soy sauce. I'm putting some soy sauce on there. And I do use accent. I don't put a lot, but I do use a little bit. Just seems to taste a little bit better. And I don't measure. As you can see, I just open the oil. I throw a little bit of oil on it because I want to mix it all into the meat. So when it's cooking, it gets nice and hot. May or may not need to do that, but I do it that way. And here's that black bean sauce. So I'm going to sprinkle some of that on top. And I'll add a little bit later when it's almost done cooking. But I'll mix them in right here. A little bit, not too much. And there are some actual black beans. So I can get those from a Chinese market, but I think I got those off of Amazon. And right here, some cornstarch. I usually mix this in with a little bit of water and soy sauce, and then throw it into the meal when it's almost done cooking to thicken the sauce. But I also like to put just a little bit right here before I cook it. My father used to do it. I don't know if this is something I shouldn't be doing, but I do it because he did it. And like I said, it works. So sprinkle a little bit on, and then I mix it all together. And a little bit later, I will actually throw some of that cornstarch with water and a little bit of soy sauce into the meal to thicken it all up. So here I am just mixing it up as good as I can. Probably should have used something else. I'm not a very safe chef. Well, I'm not a chef, but I'm not safe at cooking. Throw on the rest of the black beans that I had. And now I'm chopping up a tomato and just some regular slices. It pretty much cooks up in the food, and if I put it in at the very, very, very end and I didn't cook them for very long, then you'd have some tomatoes in there. But I just kind of cook it in there, and it sort of dissolves into the food and just gives it a little bit of a zing to it. if that makes sense. And now for the onion. So, don't need a lot of onion in there, but I think most people will think that this is a lot of onion. So to me, it's not really a lot of onion. I got rid of a big old chunk of it right there anyway. But I'm about to use all of this in the meal. So I slice this up, and I like onion kind of big pieces. I don't really like slicing them up to where you hardly see them. I like having onion. I like the taste of onion. Just don't be around me after I eat them. And here we go. There's the chopped up tomato, the black bean and beef, and the onion. So next, here's the egg that I told you I put on top of the meal after it's all done. But I like to go ahead and fry them up and get them out of the way. So there's 3 of us eating tonight. And so I'm making 3 eggs. My father used to say when I would take him to places that he wasn't used to going to, and I would tell him that we were going to get some beef rice, he would ask me, do they put an egg on it? Because he would say if they didn't put an egg on it, it wasn't authentic. I don't know if he was trying to be funny or not, but a lot of the places we ate, they did put egg on top, and grew up liking that a lot. So I continue on with that now. If you haven't had it, give it a try. For some reason, fried egg and rice go really well together. And now time for the beef. I like the sound of that splatter, that frying when it first goes in. A little more black bean sauce. And if I didn't mention it, I put a little oil in the pan to cook the meat in. So it's not just, meat in the pan. There's a little bit of vegetable oil in there. And the tomatoes are going in. And I'm going to cook those in pretty good, so you hardly know they're there by the time they're done. And some onion, all that onion, or at least most of it. And there we go. There's the water with cornstarch and soy sauce going in at the end here to thicken everything up. Oh, look at that. I put a little more black bean sauce. And now time for a taste test. And it looks like I liked it. Yay. Time to set the table. Put our drinks down, and my sister is the first to get a Chinese sausage, some rice, and the black bean beef, and an egg. She'll be the first to serve herself. And I'm not going to show you all of us serving ourselves. I'll kind of just skip all of that. There's the black bean beef. Love that stuff. And yeah, we weren't real talkative here, but believe me, it's one of our favorite meals.
Really good, Wayne. Thank you.
And I'm proud to say that Ron over on the right there is kind of new to this, and he really, really likes this a lot. We all do.
I can't wait to see the video so I can learn how to make it myself.
Thanks for watching.